Namaste, gods, goddesses, and emissaries of light. This is Dr. Tyann, and if you are new to my channel, please like, subscribe, and do not forget to hit that notification bell so you can be updated on my latest and my current videos. Welcome, 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 everyone. This is Dr. Tyann. I'm so happy that you're here with me. I hope that you guys are being safe. I hope you're triple washing your hands, keeping your hands clean, and doing the social distancing, keeping yourselves aware and conscious and in the highest vibrations. Much love to you all. I tapped into the collective today to do a reading for the Divine Masculine. Divine Masculine, this is your read. For those of you that are new to my channel or new to your journey, just know that Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine, these are energies, polarities, not sexual orientations. If you are looking for something that is a little bit more specific to your particular situation, please check out my description box. And as you are intuitively inclined, choose something that is most suitable for you. Now, without further ado, I'm just going to go ahead and jump right into this reading. I call in air, fire, water, earth, spirit, and ether. And I also call upon the highest of the highest of the high, which is Yod He Vahe, who will be able to give me the information that is necessary for this beautiful reading in all directions, time and space, past, present, and future. And so it is. All right, so here is the scoop. Your Divine Masculine has been heavily impacted by this virus. It has shook up the whole world. Did you not think that Divine Masculine was going to be shaken up too? He certainly isn't invincible. And I really believe through his self-analysis, Divine Masculine is looking at how he manipulated, controlled, and lied, not only to Divine Feminine, but to women in general. Now I feel like Divine Masculine is looking through the lenses of his divine counterpart. There has been a great awakening that is happening out of this pandemic. This epidemic has affected each and every last one of us in the collective. And so the Divine Masculine is using this as a catalyst to his awakening. Source is using this as a way of course correcting Divine Masculine to get him back on his path. Divine Masculine realizes now that at his core, he was a weak man. I feel like a lot of the Divine Masculines have been passing through a very stressful time and worry, and they've been struggling to maintain a decent level of peace. I really feel with this light worker card being here that Divine Masculine is awakening to the fact of what his divine mission is, and that is that he is a light worker. I feel like he was confused at one point in time. But he has allowed for this confusion to reveal to him his shadow. His shadow was lustful desires, self-gratification, instant gratifications, and greed. Greed and lust tend to go hand in hand. And now he recognizes his lack of self-control and his control issues, his lack of contentment, which was ruled by his control issues. And then in the grand scheme of things, Divine Masculine is starting to realize that he had no control over his life at all. It was spiraling out of control. He was headed to reckless abandonment, and he knew it. And now as he closes the chapter to realizing his book of lies and his deception, he's now faced with the truth. The illusion has fallen away. The veil has been lifted. And so the divine masculine is now focused on being more intentional with his words and his actions. And he's seeking to elevate those that are around him to the highest vibration. And also those that are on the planet. Because now he has mustered up this boldness and this courage in him that he lacked when he couldn't see past himself. When he couldn't see past his fleshly and carnal desires. And his self-soothing behaviors that were inappropriate, that were low vibrational. Now he's seeking to rise to the occasion, and he's now committed to his life work and mission, and contributes to his own personal growth. Spiritual growth means so much more to him now than what it ever has before. And instead of serving himself, he's looking to serve divine feminine, and he's seeing her in a different light. He no longer looks at her as a sex object or his love slave. But he now wants to plan with her, to co-create with her. And instead of running from her because of the intensity of this connection, and it's so magnetic, he wants to walk beside her. He's now learning how to balance the polarities within the masculine and the feminine aspects of himself, so he can accommodate her and her energies, because he realizes that her energies are intense as well, and they need balancing. So he's willing to balance his in order so she can maintain hers. He's now paying attention on how he's choosing to show up in the world, in her world. He's starting to think different. He's starting to eat different. He's starting to glow different. He's starting to level up in his life. His glow is not the same. He's glowing up. He's growing up. He's no longer that boy, but he's becoming that man, because he knows his place. He knows that he is the light, and he is carrying that sword. He is no longer the wounded warrior, but he is the warrior that is on the battlefield. He is the rainbow warrior, and he is mounting up his wings like an eagle. It's time for him to fly. He realizes who divine feminine is because he looks at her now as his eternal flame of love. That ember of love could not be put out, not even distinguished by or extinguished by himself, but distinguished in such a way that he knew there is no one else like her. There is no one to even be compared to her, because she is an all-encompassing fire that has been put on high. This is a fateful relationship. His mind can no longer deny what the heart has already confirmed. Divine masculines are learning to filter their thoughts through their center, through the heart chakra. And this grand awakening The divine masculine realizes that the Kundalini rising energies is not for sacral chakra activity only. For what is love when it cannot be fulfilled but suppressed? It's depression. And divine masculines are sick and tired of being depressed and sick and tired of being unhappy in love. Sex isn't better than love. And these divine masculines are realizing that, because they also realize at the end of the day that they can throw their waist all day long, but they have to get old. And eventually they're no longer going to be able to throw their waist. And so what are they going to be able to offer? What else is left? And this is what is sparking that light. This is what is getting those wheels churning in divine masculine's brain, because most of them stay in their head anyway. Most of them are logical. Most of the times when you do a divine masculine reading, you get nothing but swords half of the time. Rarely do you get cups unless you're coming back into union and it's real close. You see, that's when they're really heavily in their hearts. But I really feel like divine masculine is definitely in his heart space. He knows that you are a human, a woman, or a woman with a man with a womb, which is woman. He understands it very clearly because he's balanced out his energies. See, the yin and the yang, the anima and the animus, the Shiva and the Shakti. Divine masculines are connecting to their higher selves. They're getting their downloads, which is also helping to catapult this spiritual advancement and this spiritual development that is happening with their inner person within. They're realizing that there is no devil on a without. There's only the devil within, so without. So they're no longer looking at divine masculine as or divine feminine as the monstrous woman who's trying to get them to change or to be their mother. That's how some divine masculines looked at the divine feminine, is that divine feminine was trying to change who he was. But it was only for the best. And it was the most appropriate, apropos. Okay? So, divine masculine is pretty much in a space where now he can even hold space for his feminine, to allow her to blossom, to allow her to flourish, and to listen to her story so she can speak her truth. Because now he's man enough to close the book to that old chapter, to those book of lies, and speak his truth. It wasn't because he didn't love her. It's because he was raised that if you love someone, you won't hurt them. And so he lied to protect her. But he didn't realize that she would have been more receptive to being hurt by the truth rather than to be comforted by his lies. From a higher perspective, we have a tower. Yes, a tower moment had to happen. Some of you have been married to your divine masculine and divorced. Some of you are separated from your divine masculine, which is what the tower represents. It represents divorce, separation, or something coming to an abrupt end. Something happened abruptly. But all of this had to happen in order for you guys to be where you are currently on your timelines. Everything is happening according to divine timing and planning. Rest assured, you may not feel that way, but it's the truth. Divine masculine is coming back real fast. That's what the rider represents. It represents someone coming in. They're coming in head first, feet in, all in. Okay? not even thinking, very fast paced. So I do want to warn you, divine masculine, when he comes in, he's going to come in swift and quick. For divine masculine, feels like he's validated because he's had plenty of time to think this over and he's never lied. Some of you have been separated for quite some time. Okay. So he's coming in as the rider, as your knight in shining armor. He feels hurt and he wants to make amends, and he wants the distance that's between the two of you to end rather quickly. He looks at you as home. Okay. Someone he's comfortable with, someone he's already built a foundation with. 4 is about foundation. This is like the 4 of Wands card. All right. So this is about joy. This is about the happy life, the happy home setting, the foundation. He's looking to build a new foundation and a new home with you, coming with new energy. I really feel like divine masculines come in as a changed man. All right. You have the Scythe. This is about cutting out things that no longer serve you, getting rid of what isn't meant to be there. This is 10. This is the end of something. Every time there's an end of something, you know there's a new beginning. So there's a new beginning and a new chapter and a new encounter that you're going to have with your divine counterpart. I really feel like there's also going to be some type of message that's going to be coming in. Take what resonates. You have the stars. This is like the cosmic Big Bang. You are his shining star. You are his wish fulfillment dream come true. 1 and 6 is 7. That's perfection. Okay. You totally and utterly complete this person in every shape and form and fashion. This person is totally connected to you and drawn to you. Even at times where you didn't think that they felt the way that they felt. And they hid the way that they felt by suppressing the lie. Because I feel like divine masculine has suppressed a lot of lies. I don't feel like he's been proud of that. But you are the spark. You are the luster in his eyes. You are the reason for the smile that is often on his face when he thinks of you. You put that there. Okay. You have flowers. So there's going to be some type of gift that divine masculine is going to come with. He can look at you as blossoming, as being that flower that is, growing and developing. And he's probably wanting to help this relationship blossom and to grow into something more. And he could be transforming as that flower. Okay, take what resonates. But the flowering is happening in this relationship. You guys are going to grow. And when he comes to you, he could probably bring you some flowers. Okay. But it definitely does invite travel, someone coming to you, someone's giving you a gift. It also can represent him yearning and longing for your love. And you could also be doing the same thing, because I feel in a twin flame dynamic, you both mirror one another. You have the tree. This means that you guys are heavily planted and rooted in your love. You have the affinity sign. You love each other beyond affinity. Okay, you have been together for eons and eons. And then with the butterfly, that represents the transformation that is taking place. And with the birds in the back, that means that this relationship is going to soar. It's going to fly. Whatever weighed you down in the times past is now being lifted, so your love can fly. So you guys could, be deeply rooted. And so you can be connected heaven and earth. That's what the tree represents, as above, so below. Okay. So within, so without. So if you're rooted within, you're going to be rooted without, and you're just going to continue to flourish and continue to grow. You have 2 cards that are nature cards that represents growth, which is telling me that you guys are going to do well when divine masculine comes back into your life. Not that you're going to forget about all of the things that he's done. No, it don't work like that. Things take time. Like Mariah Carey says, love takes time to heal when you're hurting so much. I couldn't say that I was blind to let you go, but I can't stop the pain inside because love takes time. And I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here alone. And so this is how Divine Masculine is feeling as well. He doesn't want to do this thing called life alone. And if he was going to be quarantined with anybody, he would want to be quarantined with you, right? But some of our Divine Masculines are quarantined with the karmics. And that has not been fun at all. All right. So Divine Masculine is making his way back to you, Divine Feminine. This is just your heads up, letting you know what's going on in the collective and what is on these Divine Masculines' minds. They know that they deceived you. They know that they've given you pipe dreams and they clouded your mind with all of these lies and illusions. But a lot of them are righting the wrong. They are awakening and they are stepping into their missions. A lot of them are already in their mission and they're doing their work before they have even thought about coming back to you. But now it's like a little light bulb came on and said, ta-da! I'm not supposed to be doing this by myself. I'm supposed to be doing this with Divine Feminine. Seriously, you guys, there are a lot of aha moments that are happening right now. And I'm so happy for the twins that are already in union, that have already came back into union. Today is March the 21st, which is what I was letting you guys know. It's the first day after the full moon. This portal was open and it is time for this grand awakening to happen for our Divine Masculines, and it's time for us as Divine Feminines to hold space for them so they can walk in. All right. The new year was on the 19th of March, which is Astera. That also was a new opening for new beginnings, you guys, and for us to only focus on what we want and not to focus on what we don't want. And I have come to the conclusion of your beautiful reading. It is a good karma to like, share, comment, subscribe, leave a love donation if you feel inclined to, or you can purchase a gift from my wish list on Amazon and it will appear on the channel. I now wrap you in my love and I cloak you with the light of Christ consciousness, and so it is. I won't be able to do an extended version after this because I will be doing a freaking weekend tonight. Okay, so I'm going to reserve my energy and my time for that. I will see you guys at 9:30 Eastern Standard Time for the freaking weekend. Namaste.